Hello, my loves, and welcome to this week's reading for Pisces. It is the week of March 27th, 2023, and the beginning of the new astrological year. So we've had a ton of changes, shifts, a lot of things going on. So let's get right into it. As always, if you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It definitely means a lot. And check out my links below for information on your own reading. Let's see what we have for Pisces. I would watch these, honestly, for your rising and your sun sign, since they are general. And that way you can kind of take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, Pisces, what do we have for the week ahead? What guidance and messages does our Pisces need? Let's see. All right, Pisces. 7, crown chakra. All right. So definitely a week of almost being forced to step into this space and connect with spirit. I feel like your energy has been pretty scattered, kind of all over the place, not feeling grounded, not feeling like you really are decisive in your path, maybe in this like limbo stage. I'm hearing, Pisces. So if you're not really sure where you're headed and you're not really feeling good about what's next for you, there's definitely like inventory that needs to be taken on your past. So there might be some things, I'm seeing like the father wound. So there might be some things from your past having to do with your father, and security is coming forward for me, a lot of different things. But just taking inventory on that and looking where can you shed and integrate these past experiences that maybe you haven't really shined a light on in quite some time, right? Maybe you've just been focused on the future, which is not necessarily bad, but there are a bit of roadblocks that are coming through for you. So trust if you're getting messages from spirit. You might be getting even messages from like a grandfather figure if they're on the other side, trying to nudge you in a particular direction or show you different synchronicities and show you a clearer path. That's something to definitely pay attention to this week because the signs are there for you, I'm hearing. Then we have the 15 temptation card. So where are you distracting yourself from these messages? Where are you distracting yourself from, seeing clearly? Like I said, I feel like this limbo period for you is kind of just a way of you like regulating your nervous system and calming yourself down, but you're recognizing it's really just like dulling other areas of your life. So oftentimes we will disassociate or distract ourselves because feeling is overwhelming and the things we have going on is overwhelming. But we don't realize, like, when we numb out those hard or heavier feelings, we also numb out the really good ones, Pisces. So don't try to ignore those things. I know we just came out of your season. I feel like you're saying, things have come up and you felt frustrated, like you don't want to continue to harp on them. I'm not saying harp on them, but, to allow yourself the space to grieve and accept those uncomfortable feelings. Like, they have their purpose. They're not all bad. All right, then we have 9, solitude. So allowing yourself the space to be alone this week, to fill your own cup, to take care of yourself, to not disassociate the best that you can, or just catch yourself when you're doing it. Okay, you're human. It's going to take a while to break those patterns. So if you're catching yourself doing it over and over again, just ask yourself, what am I not wanting to feel? Like, what is under the surface here that I just don't want to deal with? And in the past, like, maybe you've had to disassociate or distract yourself, and that was all you could do, right? Like, that was the only resource you knew. And now at this point in your life, you do have other resources. So it's going to be really important to try to pull yourself away when you do that and look to better coping mechanisms, right? Look to different ways to nurture yourself, and just put yourself back on track. It's no big deal. It's not the end of the world that you have disassociated or distracted yourself. It's just course correcting. It's just course correcting now when you do notice it. And you're going to be noticing it quicker and quicker. Then we have another 9, another endings number, suffering in silence. So yeah, I feel like your head is doing a number on you lately. this week, you, like I said, are almost going to be forced into your intuition because things that you've ignored are coming to the surface for you. So if you have been holding things back and not speaking up about things, I feel like, and I'm hearing like your partner, so those of us who are in a partnership, doesn't know things about you that have weighed heavily on you from your past. So if there are things that you're hiding from this person, and you've like thought about bringing it up, but you're like, it's kind of random to bring it up, or it's not the right time, or like, it's from the past, and just like making excuses. These things need to be brought up. You're rationalizing these feelings as this version of yourself, but the past version of you is like, wait, we didn't have a safe space before to discuss these things. We do now. Like, why are we not bringing it up? I don't care if it's in the past. It's still in my body. It's still here. I still have it. I've never released it. So you have to still release those things. I mean, you technically can do whatever you want, but you have the opportunity to release them, and it's going to turn out better than you think. If you go to that trusted person, has your back, don't worry about it's in the past, it's irrelevant, blah, blah, blah. Then we have 8, trapped in fear. So this is all about your mind doing more of a number on you than the reality of what's going on in the current moment. So like I'm saying with everything else, like your mind is telling you, it's not really relevant to bring on her. It's not that big of a deal, but you are suffering. Like you're literally, you're not really fully aligned and enthusiastic and happy. And you know that, right? So why ignore that? Why suffer for any longer? There's really no need to keep compiling it, right? Like we're going to have suffering in life. We're not always going to be happy, but all the more reason to use the resources that we have and take advantage of the great connections that we do have to support us. It's only going to help. So definitely a lot of emotional shedding still for you, Pisces. I know we're in Aries season, but I still feel this week is showing, still tying up loose ends. So you're not going to feel completely enthusiastic, completely energized and ready to go. Still some shedding to be had, but know that it has its purpose. Know that it's going to help you in the long run, Pisces. So as always, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you've enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you all next week. Take care, Pisces.